Hi, how are ya? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in the Season of Discovery. Today we are in the Badlands once again, and last episode we got our mount. Pretty happy about that. And we picked up a bunch of quests for Nomergon, Zul'Farrak, and Uldaman. Today we're going to pick up one more quest, I believe, for Uldaman, and that is called Power Stones. We're going to get it here in the Badlands. I was trying to get into a Nomergon, but I had a little bit of trouble. The group I was in eventually disbanded. We weren't able to get enough people, so I just said, you know what? Let's just go to the Badlands and finish up some quests. Try to get ourselves another level. And, you know, pick up some more quests for Uldaman. Hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. Looks like the big booty bandits are looking for more members. Yeah, maybe we'll join a guild eventually. While I'm leveling, I don't really... It's good to join a guild, though. I don't really join guilds while I'm leveling, but when I get to end game, I usually end up joining a guild. But there are many guilds looking for members, so it's not really hard to find one. So I don't really see a rush, you know, to get in one. I feel like you don't really have to rush into it. Let's heal up here today. So we're going to be slaying the coyotes and buzzards, and I think rock elementals too today. I need to make my way over here to get the power stone. And my Leafs lost last night. They got spanked by the Bruins 5-1. I must say I'm not surprised it was in Boston. But the series is not over yet. I believe any playoff series starts when a team loses at home. So, till the Leafs lose at home, that's when we can start worrying a little bit. And I found something out today. World of Warcraft Retail is going to be adding a Arachnophobia mode to the game. And I was like, what the heck is Arachnophobia mode? And Arachnophobia mode is a mode where it turns all of the spider mobs in World of Warcraft into crabs. And I guess they did that for players that, you know, are scared of spiders. I guess there's going to be quite a bit in the next expansion. So I assume the Nerubians will end up turning into crabs. Thought that was kind of funny. I don't know what animal I'm terrified of. Maybe sharks. Sharks would be pretty scary if you've seen one in the water. There's Thogron and his gang. But I seen a video, someone just hanging out in the water with a shark, and a shark was coming towards them. And they said, just stand still, stay still, and then when they get close, grab their nose and just push them in another direction. And that's what they did. Most people tend to like start swimming like really fast, try to get away from them. And that's when the sharks like start to chase you down. I've also heard of sharks attacking people when they jump into the water. Like, say you're on a boat and you jump into the ocean. Supposedly, over time, since people have been throwing like food into the water off of boats for a while, over time sharks have adapted. And now when they hear that splash sound, it means food. So they immediately attack that splash. And so if it's a human that jumps in, they'll just attack them, even if they don't want to eat the human. Usually fucking like sharks don't really eat humans. But if they hear the splash, it's just an instinct and they'll attack it right away. Oh, we got a large knapsack. Nice. It's a 12 slot bag. Damn right. How about that? Because a lot of people have been throwing like fish overboard to feed sharks and fish, just, fish food. And now they've been trained to attack or move towards the splash sound because it means food. And then supposedly a lot of people have been getting attacked by sharks because of that. So if you're ever out in the ocean, don't just jump into the water. Especially if it's shark-infested waters. But out of all, I think grizzlies. Grizzlies would be the scariest. Or polar bears. It's probably the scariest animal. Especially if they're hungry. You're not getting away. Not getting away at all. You could try climbing, I guess, but that wouldn't work either. Yeah, that's kind of funny how the Arachnophobia mode is going to turn all the spiders into crabs. There's a big spider boss in Azjil Narub in Wrath of the Lich King. I wonder if that boss will be changed into like a giant crab now. Unless we just need one more coyote thing. See how the bulletin board's doing. No Nomergons. Couldn't find an Oldemon either. The only Oldemons I could find were of other players offering carrying services at levels 35 to 45. Forgot about exorcism. I like using exorcism. The only thing I don't like about it is how much mana I end up using. But we do have water, so we might as well use it. Is there an Oldemon going on right now? It's a healer looking for a group. That's about it. This add-on I'm using is called LFG Bulletin Board. It's pretty good. I think I mentioned it before. I recommend it if you are having trouble finding groups in Season of Discovery. It pretty much organizes all of this looking for group chat, which is nice because that spam is just ridiculous. I would probably never join groups if I didn't have this add-on, because going through that spam, it's hard to look at for more than like 5 minutes, to be honest. That's probably something Blizzard should implement, like an add-on that sort of does what LFG Bulletin Board does, but make it look a little bit cleaner. Let's get on our mount. Head over here. A bunch of buzzards over this way. And the shards are just up here. There's also another quest here where we can go in and get the carved stone urns for Agmon's fate. It's really nice having a mount now. Makes leveling more enjoyable. Get from point A to point B much faster. It's a shame when I died on my hardcore warrior. I just got my mount. And then we died. Leveling gets a lot better on a warrior once you get a mount. Alright, so here we are. You're looking for the quest called the Power Stones.
A while ago, I had an incident with the Shadowforged dwarves.
Buzzard Wings.
They brought me to Angor Fortress to study 2 types of strange stones from Uldaman. I discovered that the stones were sustained, stable power sources if treated correctly. It's amazing the things one can find in that old dig site. Anyway, after I told them the secret of the stones, they kicked me out of Angor Fortress and began digging for more in Uldaman. I want those stones for myself. Bring me both types and I'll pay you plenty. Oh, yes, my barbecued buzzard wings are a favorite. The sauce is rich and the meat is tangy, and the smell will bring the hungry running from miles away. I have everything I need to cook up a batch. Everything, except the buzzard wings. If you want some, then get me the buzzard wings. Bring me enough, and I might even share the recipe with you.
Oh, here we go. Let's get some buzzard wings. It's a good quest to combine with Badlands reagent run. We got 2 right there. There's a Noma right there. Probably gonna look for a dungeon group after this. Hopefully we can find one. Alright, so there's usually a bunch of buzzards over here, yeah, where this hunter is. Hopefully he doesn't kill me. He's probably trying to get buzzard wings as well. Maybe he wants it for the recipe that we're going to get soon. Hope it's a good food buff. It's one thing we should get before we go into the raid is some food. There we go, we got all the gizzards. We just need one more wing and then we just get the rock elemental shards. There's a quest over here where we can get small stones. Maybe we'll do that while we get the rock elemental shards. There we go, we got all the buzzard wings. So we'll head back, we'll turn this quest in. And then we'll make our way over here and get this quest study of the elements of rock. We need a few more levels. Supposedly 42 is the entry level for Zul'Farrak. But it would be nice to get into an Uldaman run before we hit 45. Yeah, I think retail's probably gaining a little bit of popularity here. I wonder if people are starting to, you know, stop playing Season of Discovery and Wrath to check out retail again. Seems to be getting a lot of hype recently. Oh, Traviseen, did you bring me my wings?
I'll get started on those wings right away. I can almost taste them already. And here's the recipe in case you want to make them yourself.
All right, so here they are, barbecued buzzard wings. You spend at least 10 seconds eating them, you will become well fed and gain 8 stamina and 8 spirit for 15 minutes. Not too bad. You have the recipe as well. So when we eventually get our cooking up, we can start crafting those buzzard wings.
Need assistance?
All right, here we go. Study of the elements.
Here in the
rock.
Badlands, I've stopped to work on my latest project, my Shackles of Elemental Binding. When complete, they will allow mages to summon even more powerful elementals for use in even greater capacity. To start things off, I need small stone shards. Some of my newest ornamental along with the few gizmos I've pieced together. The shards are easily collected from the lesser rock elementals to the west of here. Could you bring me some?
All right, so here we go. Let's get these small stone shards, and hopefully we can get a few rock elemental shards as well. Remember doing this quest as a shaman. It's probably one of the most annoying quests to do as a shaman, because Earthshock's a pretty big ability or cooldown that you use as a shaman, and you can't use it on these rock elementals. They're immune to earth and damage. So, wouldn't recommend doing this quest as a shaman. As a paladin, seems to be just fine. We also got an elemental earth. I forget what these craft, but I think they craft some resistance elixirs that are pretty good. I think maybe nature resist. And they sell for quite a bit back in classic era in 2019. They were selling for quite a lot. And this was actually a pretty popular farm for warriors. Just come in and slay rock elementals, collect the elemental shards, and then sell them on the auction house. Knew a few warriors that did that. I wonder if Elemental Earth will still be expensive. I wonder how much it is now. Let's check it out. Probably not worth much. I don't think they can make anything with it. Yeah, it's only 8 silver. It used to be like at least 2 gold each. 1 to 2 gold each. Even more, maybe 4 gold at one point. When AQ40 was out. Because the first few raids in Classic, fire resist potions are pretty damn popular. Or Molten Core and I think it's just Molten Core. Actually, fire resist potions are pretty damn good. And I can't believe I forgot the name of the dungeon or the raid. Yeah, Blackwing Lair. Nixie's Lair 2. Fire resist is good. And then once AQ40 comes out, nature resist becomes more popular. And then for Naxxramas, it's frost resist. Like a horde. Hunter died here, maybe a rogue. Just over here is Kargath. Pretty popular location for the horde. I used to sell mage ports here on Fairlina. And the reason why mage ports are popular to sell there is because it's so close to Blackrock Mountain. It's actually kind of rough for horde to get to Blackrock Mountain. Closest main city you have is Undercity, and that's far north from here, all the way up there. So what the horde do is they put their Hearthstone at Kargath, and then mages will sell ports to the major cities. So you would hearth the Kargath, go to Blackrock Mountain, do your raids, all that stuff. And then if you ever need to go back to a major city, just pay a mage like 1 gold. For a port. And that's how I farmed for Thunder Fury, but I never got it. The Baron-Geddon binding never dropped. I've probably talked about this multiple times on my channel, but yeah, it happened. Still have all of the mats too on my warrior classic era, just in case I ever start playing classic era again. I can try to go for Thunder Fury. Maybe I'll do that one day, who knows, if I ever get the itch to go back. Supposedly has a decent sized community. When I went back, there was people just messaging me asking me if I was looking for a guild, so it seems to be pretty damn active. So we have 5 small stone shards. We just need 3 more rock elemental shards. What's in here? Doesn't look like much. Iron deposit. Since we got our mound now, it could be a good time to actually start getting a profession going. Could start mining. Just have to catch up to our current level. So that's what I wanted to do with this character. I wanted to wait until we got our mount before we started focusing on professions. Not too sure what I would pick. Engineering's pretty damn popular. I assume engineering blacksmithing would be a popular combo for paladins. Could be wrong though. Where we need one more actually. One more shard to turn in this quest. And the Badlands are aging. I think we just have to go back to Tesselmark for that. I think I have my hearth there, so that shouldn't be too bad. Not too sure if we'll get level 41 though. More XP do we need? I'm like 25k. It seems like the popularity of the Fallout show has increased interest in a new Fallout game. But I actually hope they release a new Elder Scrolls game. The new Elder Scrolls game is long overdue. We haven't seen a new one since Skyrim. Skyrim came out over a decade ago. But yeah, we're due for Elder Scrolls 6. But maybe after that we'll see another Fallout game. And supposedly they were thinking about doing an Elder Scrolls TV show, but it seems like that's not going to happen. It'd be cool if they did that. I just think the way Bethesda games are, they kind of transition into shows and movies pretty damn well. Because the game is pretty much like a movie, you know, while you play it. And there's a lot of character dialogue in those games, which kind of lines up with movies and shows. I think that's why the Halo show didn't do too well. There's not a lot of dialogue in those games. It's just like go to a planet, shoot stuff up, collect this thing. Knight's Breastplate of the Monkey. It's a pretty nice chest. 10 agi, 10 stam, 227 armor. I think the chest we have is much better. We have Carapace of Tudencash on now. Got that from Razorfen Downs. 373 armor, 10 strength, agi, 15 stam. Right, so we just need 2 more small stone shards. Like 20k XP. There's an Ultimon going on right now. No, there's some Nomergon runs though. I'll try to get into one of those if it's still going while I'm doing these quests. Interested to see how we do in Nomergon. I think we won't do too well. It's going to be my first time in there on any character, so might get hit by a few mechanics. All right, one more small stone shard to go. Quite the grind for this quest. We've slayed like 20 plus elementals. I'll have to drink after this one. And there we go, we're done. Alright, let's head over here. Turn these quests in.
Off and away.
This area is perfect for... Could you hold these in place for a moment? Yes, just like that. Along the vector normal. Now, what was I... Right. Perfect for testing my latest project, the raw materials, the open space. What more could an intelligent and enlightened practitioner of the arts ask for?
You have a great day now.
You shall do nicely, Traviseen. Thank you. A bit more sand than I'd anticipated. Have to adjust the coefficient of friction. No, wait, it should still be negligible with the frost oil. Mumbling to himself, Lotwell puts one fist into his palm of his other hand and stares at them as if fascinated.
Adventurer, you've already proven...
Okay, so there we go. We got 5k from that, so we'll most likely won't get 41 from this. But we'll be close. After a few bosses in Nomergon, we should get... level 41. Hopefully we can get into a group.
You got my attention. Off with you.
Have you gotten those things I need yet? You won't get paid unless you bring me those reagents.
Ah, well done, adventurer.
There we go, the
These should
ultimate
last me
reagent
for a
right
little
now.
while at least. Here is your pay as promised. If you're interested, I have some more reagents I could use. These, however, are only found in the depths of the Alderman excavation. They will not be easy to get, but I will make it worth your while if you're interested in helping me again. Perhaps something more than some shiny coins, yes? I've heard about a newly discovered plant called the magenta fungus caps. They grow in clusters deep in the Alderman dig site. They may be elsewhere, but for now that's the only place I know they're at. I want to study their potential use in alchemy, and that's where you come in. Find the magenta cap clusters and bring me a dozen caps. Be warned, the clusters may spew out poison spores if jostled. Do this for me, and I'll whip up a batch of one of my famous restorative elixirs for you.
Alright, so there we go, guys. Looks like we're going to... You have another quest to go into Oldemon. Quite a few things to do here. If I can't get into Nomergon, then we will most likely head into the Alderman excavation site and try to complete a few quests there. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.